some of the big KPIs that we are always looking for is production, collections, AR, and new patients. And what's kind of interesting, to the audience, because I know you have a bigger dental audience, is that, unlike in a dental office where you produce and collect kind of in the same appointment, you can look at your schedule and say, hey, I know exactly how much I'm going to produce and collect in today by the procedures that are on a schedule. In an orthodontic office, we're producing off of a contract that pays out over maybe a 24-month period. And so, when we're looking at KPIs in a startup, we know that, okay, for a startup practice in orthodontics, we need to do a minimum of 300,000 to 400,000 in production in our first year, just to have a good baseline and a good practice. What that means for us from a KPI standpoint is that we know that there's kind of a rule of thumb in orthodontics where what we produce in 1 year, we're going to collect over 2. So if we produce 400,000 in our first year, we're going to collect right around 200,000 in our first year. And then that remaining 200,000 is going to come in the following year. So for us, we have this building AR, which, year after year, it gets bigger and bigger, and it just, continues to pay us out, which is why a lot of times orthodontics can at times outpace, even really successful dental practices, just depending upon how quickly, they get up and get moving. So those are some of the KPIs in a startup that we're looking for. Another one is just really making sure that we're paying attention to those new patients. And